All right. Good day, everybody. Wherever you're watching me from, God bless you. I want to quickly share something that is very scarce in the society today. Something that is hardly talked about, even in our churches, in the home front, in schools. Nobody talks about these things again. And that thing is greed, selfishness, or inordinate ambition. Greed and selfishness, they are related. And if we can shun greed in the society would be a better place. If we can shun inordinate ambition in the society, the resources of the people will work for the people. It's very surprising. Philippians, Apostle Paul said something in Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. He says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. Now, you ask yourself, how many people in our society today, whether spiritual leader, whether political leader, who can beat his hand on his chest and say, I value others above myself? Who can do that today? And this is exactly what Jesus said we should do. The Christ-like character that is expected of us as Christians. So it's very key that I point us to it, that whether you are a Christian, you are a political leader, you should place others above yourself. Apostle Paul also says something again in Acts chapter 20, verse 35. He said something. He said, I have showed you all things, how that so laboring ye ought to support the weak. In other words, you ought to support the weak. In so laboring, you ought to support the weak. So as a pastor, as a spiritual leader, as a founder of a church, as a political leader, you ought to support the weak. You labor to support the weak. The Apostle Paul also said, he said, and to remember the words of the Lord Jesus Christ, how he said, it is more blessed to give than to receive. It is more blessed to give than to receive. In other words, if you are a leader, you don't say, because I'm the leader, I need to just gather everything to myself. No. As a leader, you ought to give, and you ought to sacrifice your ambition, sacrifice your needs. You give, and the Bible is saying, Apostle Paul said, Jesus, according to the word of Jesus, it is more blessed to give than to receive. But the leaders, the crops of leaders that we have in the society today, whether the so-called spiritual leaders, whether the political class, they are selfish, they are greedy, they are just interested about themselves. In fact, some, through their personal ambition, their inordinate ambition, they want to bring the system down. They want to make things difficult for the people. The leaders that we have, they are no longer like Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul will go into the city, he will preach to them. He will leave preaching at times, he will go and make tent, he will make money, and he will use the money to support the weak. But what we do these days, the average person will give offerings, they will put some money, instead of the money to be distributed equitably to the weak, we use them to service ourselves, we use them to massage our ego, we use them to service our status. That is not Christ-like. If we can go back to the basics, which is placing others above ourselves, just like Christ did, the society will be a better place. The institutions, the governance will be the money. The money for the people will be used for the people, will be used to support the weak. The resources will be used to support the weak. The resources in our religious centers will be used to support the weak. That is the message that I want to pass to us. That is what God is saying to us. The values that Christians are known for should begin to reflect in our daily living. And if we do that, we'll become the episode that people will read. And that's what God expects from us. God bless you. Shalom.